For those who think Donny and Marie Osmond aren't as big as they used to be, well, just look up at the Flamingo Las Vegas Hotel and Casino. That's 15 stories worth of sibling success and friendly rivalry.
There was a girl.
Yeah. There was a girl.
And there's something about this relationship here.
And there always has been, right?
It's always been there. Yeah.
It's a chemistry, like an acid peel.
Yeah. She always has a joke.
Donny and Marie have been in show business almost as long as they've been brother and sister.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Donny started performing at age 5 on The Andy Williams Show. Marie made her debut with Andy Williams, too, at age 3.
Will you save me a dance on your 18th birthday?
Okay.
Good evening and welcome to our show.
But it was the Donny and Marie Show that made the two one.
But we'll always be together.
Because you can't divorce your brother.
That the world goes round.
And 30 years later, they're every bit the Donny and Marie you remember. And their fans are as loyal as ever.
That's so cool.
But after 11 years and almost 1,700 performances, Donny and Marie have decided they'll bring the curtain down on themselves this November.
Why end it after 11 years? I mean, you're still selling out. It's still a destination show. It's still getting awards. Like, why end it?
You know, there's a unwritten rule in show business, and that is you have to know when to stop. And unless you stop, you can't progress.
I just think we're at a place where we still have a lot of things we want to do.
Yep.
They've reinvented themselves before. There's been Broadway, there's been books, there's been businesses. They're Utah's most famous export, never wavering from their Mormon faith.
The squeaky clean image that you're known for.
Yeah.
Did that ever get in the way? Like, do you think if you didn't have that image, would you have gone even further?
It absolutely hindered my career. It closed certain doors. I had a whole plan ready to be executed by my former public relations manager that I was going to get busted for drugs coming in from an international destination.
You were going to fake it?
Oh, yeah, fake a drug bust.
Was there ever a part of you that thought about doing it?
Well, the marketing mind in me said, this will work. But then the reasonable mind in me said, it's going to destroy you.
Even when faced with bankruptcy, after the variety show was suddenly canceled,
You're stepping on my toe.
they never caved to temptation.
And then I got this call from Playboy for $5 million. And I could have used it. I wouldn't want to see my mom like that, and I really wanted to be a mom.
Yep, that wholesome image pretty much leaves their futures baggage-free. Marie, who's now 59, is going on to daytime television, where she'll take a seat as one of the hosts of The Talk here on CBS, starting tomorrow.
I love a good challenge, and I love something that challenges me to just be open and honest, and there's no prep before. You just speak.
But there's no net, right? It's not.
Oh, no, there's no net.
You're out there.
You need to know who you are if you're going to do that show.
Oh, man. Just as tight as it can be.
As for Donny, who turns 62 in December, he'll be focusing on a new solo album
Can you imagine that in concert?
of all original songs.
Shining on me, so many stars in the sky. Right here. Shining on me, so many stars in the sky. And that's all I'm going to play for you.
He's been writing at his home in Provo, Utah,
You just go into another world of peace.
a place where he usually hides from the spotlight.
This is a very rare thing, Lee. This is a peek into my private world that I don't let anybody see.
Who wants to go swimming?
Me.
It's no secret the Osmonds have pretty big families, and Donny is no exception. With Debbie, his wife of 41 years, they have 5 kids and 10 grandkids. It's rarely quiet around here, and Donny is usually a pretty easy target.
No!
When he's not all wet, he's a big do-it-yourselfer around the house.
You really do know what you're doing, right?
Better believe it.
Out back, he's building a water feature for his grandkids. Himself.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Yep, Donny Osmond can sing and drive a backhoe.
Woohoo!
It's the kind of carefree existence that the Osmonds rarely experienced as kids.
Did you have friends? Did you go to school? How did that all work?
I never had time to have friends because I was on the cover of Tiger Beat and 16 magazine, and I was really probably one of the most popular teen idols at the time, but extremely lonely.
If there's any advice you could give to your 3-year-old self when you started performing?
Run.
As the only sister in the Osmond clan, she had darker challenges than loneliness.
I had a little bit of a struggle backstage with some abuse, and it was kind of a decision, is it safer out there or is it's not safe back here? And I never told anybody, and
Nobody
that
knew.
was, no.
Not until she wrote about it later in life, when she also revealed her postpartum depression.
We all go through things, hard things. I don't need to, lay out all of the horribles. I don't think that helps anyone. But I do believe that it's important to be honest about things.
She's that way almost to a
when we
fault.
did the signings-
When she lost her son Michael to suicide back in 2010, she used the tragedy to open a discussion on mental health.
What was it that got you through that whole ordeal? Or maybe you're not through it. I don't know.
I don't think you're ever through it. I think God gives you respites, and then all of a sudden it will hit you like the day it did. The ripple effect is so huge, what you leave behind. Hi, guys!
Her life now is full of joy. And full of babies.
It's okay. There he goes.
She had 8 children, and so far, 8 grandchildren.
Remember, you have to put one away before you start the other. Grandma's rules. Come on, let's all go in the cave. Come on.
Her getaway is pretty much their getaway, here in St. George, Utah.
I should make you go down the slide.
Come on, I'll do it.
She shares this mountaintop retreat with Steve Craig.
Her first husband, whom she remarried back in 2011.
Ooh, that looks good, Grandpa. I was really planning on being single the rest of my life. Honest.
Through all their trials and tribulations, the stage has been a pretty safe place for both Donny and Marie, which makes it a place that's much harder to leave.
What's the last show here going to be like for you guys?
Emotional. I didn't want to think about it.
Well, I think we'll just get through it and then think about it after.
May tomorrow be a perfect day.
So, is Donny and Marie really over?
Till he brings us together again. Good night, everybody.
Don't count on it.
Never say never, because there might be something around the corner, Marie, that we look at each other and say, let's try it. Why not?
I might be senile when I do it, but that's okay.
Well,